Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Fiscal Policy and Economic Growth. Fiscal policy, encompassing government spending and taxation, profoundly influences economic growth. The intricate relationship between fiscal policy and economic growth has been a focal point of economic research and policy making. This lesson explores how fiscal policy can either stimulate or hinder economic growth, using empirical evidence, theoretical frameworks, and practical examples to illustrate these dynamics. Fiscal policy operates through two main channels: government spending and taxation. Government spending can be categorized into consumption expenditure, which includes spending on goods and services that provide immediate utility, and investment expenditure, which involves spending on infrastructure, education, and technology that enhances the productive capacity of the economy. Taxation, on the other hand, provides the necessary revenue for government spending, but also affects the behavior of consumers and businesses. The impact of fiscal policy on economic growth can be analyzed through several theoretical lenses. Keynesian economics, for instance, posits that in times of economic downturns, increased government spending can stimulate demand, leading to higher output and employment. This is because during recessions, private sector demand is often insufficient to maintain full employment. Government spending can bridge this gap, creating a multiplier effect where each dollar spent by the government generates more than a dollar in economic activity. Empirical evidence supports this view, particularly during periods of economic slack. For example, studies have shown that government spending multipliers are larger during recessions than in periods of growth. This suggests that counter-cyclical fiscal policy, where the government increases spending or cuts taxes during downturns, can be highly effective in promoting economic growth. However, the impact of government spending is not uniform across all types of expenditure. Investment in public infrastructure, education, and technology tends to have a more substantial and long-lasting effect on economic growth compared to consumption expenditure. Infrastructure investment, for instance, enhances productivity by reducing transportation costs, improving connectivity, and fostering innovation. Research has shown that a 1% increase in public infrastructure investment can boost GDP by 0.08% in the short run and by up to 0.12% in the long run. Education spending also plays a crucial role in economic growth by enhancing human capital. An educated workforce is more productive and innovative, leading to higher economic output. Studies have demonstrated that countries with higher education expenditure tend to experience faster economic growth. This underscores the importance of prioritizing investment in education to achieve sustainable economic growth. Corporate taxes, for instance, can impact investment decisions by firms. High corporate tax rates can deter investment, particularly in capital-intensive industries, reducing productivity and growth. Conversely, tax incentives for research and development can stimulate innovation and technological advancements, driving economic growth. Empirical studies have shown that reducing corporate tax rates can lead to higher investment and GDP growth. Consumption taxes, such as value-added tax, are generally considered less distortionary compared to income taxes. They can provide a stable revenue source without significantly affecting labor supply and investment. However, the regressive nature of consumption taxes, where lower-income households bear a higher burden relative to their income, necessitates careful design to ensure equity. The effectiveness of fiscal policy in promoting economic growth also depends on the fiscal position of the government. High levels of public debt can constrain the ability of the government to implement expansionary fiscal policies. When debt levels are high, increased government spending can lead to higher interest rates, crowding out private investment. This can offset the positive effects of fiscal stimulus on economic growth. Empirical evidence suggests that the growth impact of fiscal policy is more significant when public debt is low. Moreover, the institutional framework and governance play a critical role in determining the effectiveness of fiscal policy. Transparent and accountable institutions ensure that public funds are used efficiently and for their intended purposes. Corruption and mismanagement of public resources can undermine the positive effects of government spending on economic growth. Countries with strong institutions and good governance tend to experience higher growth rates from fiscal policy interventions. Fiscal policy can also influence economic growth through its impact on expectations and confidence. Credible and consistent fiscal policies can enhance business and consumer confidence, leading to higher investment and consumption. On the other hand, erratic and unpredictable fiscal policies can create uncertainty, deterring investment and slowing economic growth. The global financial crisis of 2008 provides a pertinent example of the role of fiscal policy in economic growth. In response to the crisis, many countries implemented significant fiscal stimulus packages, including increased government spending and tax cuts, to support their economies. These measures were instrumental in stabilizing economic activity and preventing a deeper recession. The United States, for instance, implemented the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, which included approximately $787 billion in government spending and tax cuts. Studies have shown that ARA had a positive impact on GDP and employment, contributing to the economic recovery. In contrast, the austerity measures implemented by some European countries in the aftermath of the crisis had a contractionary effect on economic growth. Countries such as Greece and Spain, which undertook significant spending cuts and tax increases to reduce public debt, experienced prolonged recessions and high unemployment rates. This highlights the potential adverse effects of fiscal austerity on economic growth, particularly during periods of economic downturns. In summary, fiscal policy plays a pivotal role in shaping economic growth. Government spending and taxation influence economic activity through various channels, including demand stimulation, productivity enhancement, and investment incentives. The effectiveness of fiscal policy in promoting growth depends on several factors, including the type and composition of government spending, the structure of the tax system, the fiscal position of the government, and the institutional framework. Empirical evidence and historical examples underscore the importance of well-designed and timely fiscal interventions in achieving sustainable economic growth. As such, policymakers must carefully consider the trade-offs and long-term implications of fiscal policy decisions to foster a conducive environment for economic prosperity. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.